Dear Sarah Doman,
Yeah, actually, I'm good.
please protect me
But not right now,
from this mighty beast,
but only when he's attacking.
and lend me your strength
Just like for a tick.
to vanquish this foe.
With minimal prayer drain,
In your name,
but also in the name of efficiency.
so that I may
Oop, shit, missed that one.
spread your light
When is sunset, anyways?
and message of peace
Lol, good fight, noob. Sit rat.
by killing things.
Ah, there we go. Man, prayer flicking is hard. Last episode, we got a Nice Fiend Slayer task that will require us to gain access to the God Wars dungeon to complete it. This episode, we focus on getting our prayer level up to 43 for access to all overhead prayers as the first step to getting into the God Wars dungeon. So just a little bit ago, I mentioned the fletching supplies available at a bunch of shops all around RuneScape, so I'm going to take a little walk now and go grab most, if not all, of the bronze and iron arrowheads and stuff like that up that I can use for fletching supplies. I bought 25 feather packs from the fishing store in Port Sarim, and I think that should be enough. You might be like, well, Speedy, that's not enough money. But we've been stacking up death runes for a while now, so it's time to cash some of those in. Gonna hop a few worlds and get like 40 to 50k, and that should be plenty with a little left over. So the first archery store we're hitting up here is at the Void Knight Outpost. This one has very little stock, so I'm just gonna go ahead and buy all the arrowheads and the javelins up to steel. Buying the javelins for extra ammo, in case that wasn't clear. I'm buying all the arrows and bolts as well as the bronze and iron arrow tips. I'll just have to hop a few times to get a little bit better price, just like you do in real life. Okay, the armory is cleared out, off to the Gnome Stronghold. I forgot this store was here at the Grand Trine, so I looked it up, but it's basically a copy of the store in the armory, so we're going to be buying all the same stuff I cleared out of the other one. Lastly, we have the archery store here in Catherby, same deal as the last ones. I didn't bother recording on the levels, you guys have seen numbers before, but here's level 25 fletching, which we will very likely need for Firminic Trials, but even if not, we got a huge chunk of starting ammo. Just got a Genie random while I was working on some agility levels here at Draenor, and sneaky level 30 agility. See, I'm working on it, just so bored of agility I don't even want to show the clips. So yeah, I really should have gotten level 30 agility as like the very first thing we did just to cut down on travel time, but I really hate that skull. At level 30 agility, your run energy restores 60% faster than the base regeneration, so it's really worth it to just grind that out like day one. So we're up here in Varrock to get a plank made for the Mountain Daughter quest. This will also finish off a Varrock achievement for me, and I figured while I was up here I might as well get a full inventory for future construction training. Okay, we got the supplies, so we'll use our brand new fairy teleport rings to teleport us to AJR, which is incredibly close to the Mountain Daughter quest start point. So the story here is that these guys want to be separate from the heathen Firminic and their tools, so they've moved over here like 300 feet away. Very independent, guys. However, there is a further reason that they are here. So the chief's daughter is missing, and we need to go find her. First step of finding a lost child, dig up some mud. Now rub that mud on a tree. Pretty obvious. Climb across the tree and flawlessly execute the first pole vault you've ever attempted. Easy. Now do a plank. It's good for your abdominal muscles. Listen carefully to the bubbles. Now remember, the more difficult to hear anything in any situation, the more likely it is to be a ghost. So we tell the chief about how his daughter is clearly a spirit or something, and he takes it really well. We move the conversation on to his neighbors. He says they've sent a guy to go talk to him, but they haven't heard back yet, so obviously we gotta go find him. Hey, my man. Dude, hey. Bro, come on. Svitty. So the real reason no one has heard from him is because these goddamn black unicorns are holding him hostage, clearly. So the little bitch is afraid. He wants us to go do his job for him. I talked to Brunt, the Firminic chieftain, and all he really wants in life is this particular rock, which the guys at the mountain camp have. Back at the mountain camp, this thing is huge, and you can't leave with it. So the only logical step in any compromise, cut the assets in half and make no one happy. We're just going to mine off a piece of this, and once we get it back to Brunt, we've technically fulfilled what he's asked for. Brunt seems pretty tickled by our trick, but he doesn't really give a damn. He's focused on getting blasted with his bros. So we have the writ of passage or whatever, and we just need to deliver it back to Svitty. Here, take it before the unicorn see. Go, man, go! So now that we've secured positive relations with Relica, we also need to supply this camp with a new food source somehow. Jokul here has heard of a plant that might work, but the only one in all of RuneScape is on White Wolf Mountain. Yoink. And giving them this singular seed, we have secured the dietary needs of the camp. So now we need to go talk to the daughter's ghost again and see what else there is to do. So she wants us to convince the tribe once and for all that she is dead so they can move on with their lives. Her body is in this cave just over to the north on the other side of the lake, but it's blocked by some trees that you must cut down to walk over. So this is my only time I'm ever allowed to go into this cave unless the trees to either side of these two work, which I'm not totally sure about. So this dude in a bear suit is down here pretending to be a god, and we've discovered that he was the one to kill the chief's daughter, but it was like 10 years ago. So we asked for the body, but the guy's like, nah man, they'll murk my ass if I let you go, so we have to kill the Kendall ourselves. But he has one huge, major weakness. He can't walk over bones. Kendall is dead, and he dropped this bear head on the ground, which we can use as a helmet. Huh, guess you can pick up as many of these as you want. Don't worry, I'm dropping the extras. Here's the corpse, and it also looks like there are a few items scattered around the cave, like this bronze axe and steel knife. No doubt they put the axe spawn in here so you can get out of the cave if you drop your axe. Now, I've been burying bones up to this point, but I realize that that is a huge mistake, so I'll be hanging on to these and future ones for a plan to quadruple my prayer XP. But for now, we should definitely take a good look around this cave to make sure we get everything from it, since we can never return here, assuming those two trees we cut down were the only ones we could use to enter the cave. Nothing else in the cave, so we're gonna go try to get out the way we came in, but I expect we'll have to use a home teleport out. Oh damn, I can't even cut these trees down, period. What do you mean there's nothing to gain? Logs. So we're at the last bit of the quest where we're asked to bury the corpse of the daughter, but we run into a bit of a snag. In order to bury her, we need 5 of these muddy rocks, but there are only 4 spawns here in the camp, meaning I'm gonna have to pick one of them up twice, a blatant disregard of my rules. However, if these were anything other than rocks or muddy rocks, say golden chihuahua statuettes for no particular reason, I wouldn't allow this. I am going to allow this for this instance though, since muddy rocks are clearly meant to be an item you could find literally all over this area of the world. In no way would these be hard to find here IRL. Maybe that ruins the account, but this is one of those things I was talking about way back in episode 1 that would be one of my few exceptions. So last thing we need is this necklace from the dude who was pursuing the daughter before she died. Now we're over here at the pool where she was talking to us those times before, and all we need to do is click on the corpse with the rocks and our necklace in our inventory, and she gets buried. 2k prayer and 1k attack XP, as well as a bear head helmet, which is actually really good all-purpose armor. Currently my best in slot for mage and range defense, and nearly best for combat defenses. So there's only a few quests left that we can do that give out prayer XP, after which I'm going to need a lot of bones. So we're going to go around and kill all the highwaymen, muggers, and pirates we currently have access to. So we killed the 2 north of Sears and the 2 south of Faldor a few episodes back, so this guy is the last highwayman in the game. I always feel like I see highwaymen all over, but there's only 6 in the entire world. 1 mugger north of the Vineyard in Hosidius, another one here in Port Pisolarius, second Pisolarius mugger, and 1 final one here at the docks where Vios takes you. So we have a thief, a pirate, and a mugger all here in the Port Sarum jail. I checked, none of them need to be interacted with for any quests or anything, so we can just kill them. But those bones they drop are more precious for prayer XP than these law runes, so I'm going to telegraph them. We're going to take out the thieves too while we're here, just getting this one in the cell first, and level 38 magic as well. There are 2 more free thieves here in Port Sarum. Finishing up a pinball event real quick. 2 diamonds, sweet. We're here at the Mugger, south of Varrock. There are 3 thieves in the Black Arm Gang's hideout in southwest Varrock. I can't get to them until I start the Shield of Arav quest, but there are more in the other gang's hideout as well. So when the time comes, I'll have to make a decision about that and forever lose access to the other ones. I can get one of them without the quest though, so here's this guy. 1 thief here in South Varrock. This is right near the other gang's hideout, so I think we'll check that out too. We'd have to get past Straven, but it does seem like there's more here than in the other gang's hideout. Oh yeah, shooting stars. Man, I totally forgot about these. Let me go get my pick. Ooh, we're the first person to find this star. That's cool, especially since we stumbled upon this totally at random. Damn, we need level 70 mining for this one, but I'm gonna hop on Star Miners Clan chat and let them know it's here. I had momentarily forgotten about these, but there is some pretty valuable stuff we can access with the Stardust from these. Hopped into the Star Miners chat and called the star I found. This is the place to go if you're trying to find some stars to mine. I think, since it's always a new one, I can always keep mining these, so I might do that in some downtime I have coming up. I think I'm going to wait here to see people show up for my first call. Oop, see a D-Pick spec. I think we have our first one. There's one thief here at the Jolly Boar Inn. I'm going to hang around and check up on that star. I want to get some stardust off the first one we found. I don't know, call me nostalgic. We're finally getting revenge on the first mugger to mess with us here behind Lumbridge. He's a chump now, and the last of his kind. All muggers in RuneScape are now gone. You're welcome. Underneath Port Pistolarius is the Thieves' Den, part of a quest we haven't gotten to yet. I can kill this one thief here, but not the two in the tent. I actually can't even get into that tent yet. Not sure if I can during the quest, but I guess we'll see eventually. There are a ton of pirates here in Port Pistolarius, so we're knocking all of them out up here first. Now the underground pirates. I'm turning in cat like 5 or 6 here for some more death runes, but I thought I'd snag this purple dye since we might need it for our next quest. We're back in Varrock at the shooting star that fell, and it's finally been knocked down enough that we can mine it. Man, the mining sound here is absolutely nuts. Anyways, these will be a great source of mining XP as well as giving us access to some goodies I forgot about that will really expand my capabilities on this account. I went off to do another star, but holy hell, this is an even more impressive mining sound. We're about to get level 34 mining, but geez, look at all these random events too. Stars are wild, man. There are a lot of pockets of loose bones all around Gielinor, so I can think of no better time than when we need prey XP to snag those. So we're here at the Chaos Altar, grabbing this dozen or so that are around here. Man, that's so much quicker than killing things for me. We are here in Brimhaven to knock out the rest of the pirates, and there's these pirate guards that I forgot were just kind of hanging around. They aren't for anything but a quest, and we can't get to 2 of them until that quest, but why not kill this one now? Oh hey, we got an eye patch. I didn't even think about this, but they're pretty fucking hot with an eye patch, right? Oh yeah, that's a look, baby. There's also the last thieves in RuneScape we have access to right here as well, so lots of slaughter around this trash town. Weird, there's 2 stool models here, one I can shoot over and one I can't, both with the same description. Alright, all the pirates are gone with the exception of the few that are locked behind quests, cleaning this world up one hooligan and miscreant at a time. Oh hey, the miscreant we like! Rick just dropped by with a Cosmic Talisman. Sweet, been keeping an eye out for one of these. Heading off to Feldup Hills with these super handy, now that I've had to use them a few times, teleports. We're gonna grab all the bones down there and around Yunel. There's a few here I'll need to start Watchtower quests to get to. And I believe these as well I'll need to have that quest started to get to, but there's like 4 more right up here I can get. One of the other prayer-giving quests is Rag and Bone Man, which I just need a few more bones for, one of which is a goblin skull. Oh, I guess they aren't 100% drop rate. Okay, I'll go find another. One more lone goblin here in Draenor. I looked it up, they have a 50% drop rate, so yep, that's what we need. And a chef's hat. Lovely. Down in Lumbridge. Oh Christ, I forgot they did that. Down here in the swamp caves to kill a big frog for its legs for the Bone Man quest. The ones up there don't drop the bones. I'm down here in Taibo Wani Village starting Jungle Potion. We need Jungle Potion started to begin the Taibo Wani Trio quest, which we need started to be able to get a monkey corpse for a monkey kill. We also need a monkey paw for Rag and Bone Man. However, monkeys are also a Slayer creature, so I don't want to kill them more than I have to right now while Slayer is locked up. So I'm getting this done now to save on future Slayer XP. Hopefully. Trufidus needs us to collect up some crazy herbs around the island for his potion, which is actually super cool for us because there's way more of those herbs than he or anyone else in Gielinor needs, and they all give little bits of herblore XP when cleaned, so we'll get a nice little chunk of free XP from this. The first herb we need is the snakeweed, which is this snaky green and yellow plant. Damn, that took like 20 seconds. Alright, that's one gone. So yeah, each one of these weird herbs is 3 XP to clean, so it's not a lot, but, you know, every little bit, right? Trufidus has his martini, and quest complete. We jumped on up to level 14 herblore. I almost forgot we have to start Taibo Wani Trio to kill the monkey. We won't be able to kill it with this though, so be right back. You can't kill the monkeys on Karamja during Taibo Wani Trio quest with melee. You have to use mage or ranged, and I figure why not get some range XP on this one. There we go, monkey paw and corpse in one go. Okay, next we're doing Making History quest, which has a prayer XP reward of 1k, and we're also going to wipe out Ghost Ahoy quest while we're over there since you need access to Port Phasmatis, and I would really love a Moritania teleport, one of which you get to the Ectofunctus upon completion of Ghost Ahoy. Wow, this is one hell of a cutscene, huh? We need a Sapphire Amulet for Ghost Ahoy, so we're crafting one of those up real quick with one of our precious gold bars. So this guy apparently has a special key that leads you to treasure. Not sure why he didn't just use it himself. So the key leads to this spot just south of our dune, so I really don't understand why this guy didn't follow it. And there's a journal with a whole bunch of history in it. Never mind, I realize why that illiterate didn't go get this. We're here in Fremennik to talk to this guy, the apparent historian of the tribe, but we have to answer a bunch of questions to prove that we know who he is. Little does he know, I've looked at the wiki page about him. I also realized we need a bunch of jugs and vinegar for the Rag and Bone Man quest, so we're buying like 20 of those from Fortunato here in Draenor, the only place they can be bought. Alright, I've loaded up all the vinegar in the pots and have my bones in them. I'm really wondering if I'm going to get fire making XP from lighting these because I'm kind of proud of my level 1 fire making. Nah, seems you get nothing but bleach bones from doing this. I suppose on some level it's a shame I'm using logs without getting XP, but I'm sort of enjoying that I've lit more fires than anyone else at level 1 fire making. Okay, all the bones are clean, just need to turn them in, and level 37 cooking, guess that makes sense, and level 33 prayer. And we'll just go ahead and start Rag and Bone Man 2, but finishing that one is a long way off, if it's even possible. We're here at the Ectofunctus on our way into Port Phasmatis. I can grind bones here into powder and mix them into ectoplasm found in the basement to get 4 times the prey XP I would normally from burying them. I really should have been saving every bone drop I could for this, but I just forgot it was a mechanic of the game. So yeah, any future bone drops I'm not about to lose to dying or something will be banked and eventually processed here for 4 times the XP than just burying them. I don't need Ghost Ahoy quest done to do this, but with the Ectophile, the reward from the quest that lets me teleport here, it makes processing the bones and turning them in a lot quicker, which is obviously important since, as you can see, they take forever to grind. Collecting ectoplasm isn't too fun or quick either. So yeah, to get ectoplasm you have to climb down like 4 flights of these optimally arranged staircases. Probably best to do a full load of these at a time, cutting the trip in half for the Ectophile. 16 XP each, god that's nice. And now we can collect up some Ecto tokens, my favorite cryptocurrency, and get into the city with those. Here is Veloina, who am I kidding, I don't actually know the plot. This is the quest ghost. She give quest and give good reward. We do quest. Got it? So apparently they want me to go to the afterlife or whatever, and we need to get a crone to do a thing to let us make the boss ghost be powerless. But the woman is old as shit, so we need T to make her remember where a thing or a person is to go get a thing or a person. Oh right, she gives us a model ship to repair. That's what we needed the silk for. Ship repaired. Now we need to go figure out what to dye the sails. So I guess we're here at the same ship. Like I said, not really following the plot. And we need to go check the sail color, but the wind is just so goddamn fast it's bending the color spectrum, so we have to wait here for it to die down. And with much trial, we have looked upward and saw colors. The model ship sails are now the same color as the real ship. I'm not sure what this guy's hang-up was. He's clearly lost his mind. I guess he's the Crone's kid. We give him the toy, and now he's cool with giving us the key to this chest where we can find the thing we need. Alright, a map part. Guess we're making a map. The next map part is in this chest down here, which we can now open, but of course there's a giant lobster in it, so we can just grab this thing and bail if we want, but you know me, not allowed to pass up combat XP, so we're going to safe spot this crustacean with some magic. The next map piece is over here in this chest, conveniently nearby, that no one has ever opened. So that's all the parts, and we can now see where something is. Alright, now this guy, former guy, will take us to the island where the map points, and we just gotta dig in this one little spot, probably right over here. There, the Book of Horatio, of course. So we need a translation manual, and of course this samurai tradesman has exactly what we need. But he doesn't just want money, he wants Robin's longbow. Why Robin Hood is staying in a ghost hotel, I don't know, but let's go snag it. So Robin here is a degenerate gambler, and we need to beat him at enough games of Rune Draw, which is essentially blackjack, to get him in debt so he will literally give us his prized weapon. Should be easy enough. I'm a bit of a gambler myself, you know. Holy shit. Good thing they don't have casinos in RuneScape or I'd be broke. Anyways, we got the bow and autograph, no less. So we can turn this into Samurai Jack over there and take it back to the old crone to make us something. Before resorting to baser means, we need to also try to appeal to the boss ghost's sensibilities. So, as you do in situations like this, you make a ghost costume out of dirty laundry and go collect up petition signatures that try to alter the mind of an evil power. It's really just like Lord of the Rings. We have the signatures, and we show it to Necrovarius, and he gets just so darn huffy he drops the key to his own coffin. Now we can go upstairs and get his ghostly robes, which I guess we need for the crone's thingy. Alright lady, make me the thing. You will not believe the crap I had to do to get you all this. Okay, she's performing the ritual. Well, it's some ritual. And our Ghost Speak amulet now glows in the dark, but only if charged up in sunlight. No, I'm just kidding. We now control Necrovarius like a little bitch, so let's go make him do the bone meal challenge. Okay, we told him to chill out, and he begrudgingly agreed. So let's go talk to the quest ghost. Alright, a free, endlessly refilling teleport, and tons of prayer XP. Level 34 prayer, we're getting there. I slipped on down to Slep real quick to grab these bones around the Firewatch mansion. I gotta be careful though, these guys can absolutely slap me. Almost forgot, there was something we did in Port Phasmatis. I think we gave a ghost a sapphire amulet, I honestly don't remember. But that was the last thing we needed for the Making History quest. So that's all wrapped up. Now we need to go deliver the true story of the king's history to the king, who I'm sure will be very, very interested and not at all as bored as I was about it. "O king, I have a letter from a historian." He reads it? Yeah right, he threw that shit on the ground. Here, let's take a peek at that letter. Oh, I see what's going on here. "Hey Jorl, good news, the king likes the bookworm type. Quest complete, another 1k prayer and crafting XP, 35 prayer, and still level 39 crafting." That's all for today. Next episode, we'll continue our hunt for more prayer levels with a pretty obscure method, and we'll be dabbling in some Fremennik affairs trying to get our first medium clue completed. See you next time.